How have things been feeling for you the last 10 days or so?
Not bad. It's been good to get back to the rink and playing in game situations, obviously with these scrimmages and even just practices. It's a little different skating on your own, trying to get in game shape. So just the pace and, the strength of the players and the speed, it's gotten us into shape really well.
How nervous are you about heading into quarantine? Obviously, you guys had to you were the local guy, so you didn't have to quarantine quite the same way as everyone else did. How are you feeling about having to go to Edmonton and deal with the scenario that's in front of you?
I'm excited. I haven't really thought about the quarantine. I was just thinking more about the playoffs. And this is my fourth season now, and I've yet to have a taste. So this series against the Wild is super important for our group, and on a personal level, I'm super excited for it. So and going to Edmonton, I think it's going to be good for our group to be together all the time, and kind of gets rid of the distractions.
What about your game? How were you feeling about things when everything went on pause in March?
Like during the season, regular season, or
how you were playing? Were you happy with where you were at?
Well, I'm never happy. I always want to improve, and I've always had to work for my ice time at this level, and always need to prove to people that I can play. And I felt that was no different this year, and just kind of sticking with it, keeping my mouth shut like always, and trying to work hard. And when the opportunity presents itself, I try to do the best I can, and I feel like I'm trying to do the same in this training camp. And I've played with two different guys, with Fance and Eddie, and it's been going well.
We know obviously you've been dealing with some personal tragedy. Where are you at with how you're feeling about your own personal life?
That's a personal question.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks.
Next up, we have Ben Kuzma.
Hey, Troy.
Hi.
You remember John Druce, 14 goals in 15 playoff games for the Washington Capitals? I know it's probably before your time, but are you aware of that feat in the NHL?
No, I'm not.
Which leads into my question. You've been around this team long enough. I mean, every postseason, every team's looking for somebody to maybe step up a little bit. We know how difficult it's going to be for the top six guys to do what they normally do with space and time at a premium in the postseason. Is there a guy in the bottom six that you look at, Troy, who might be a wild card for you guys? A guy who could maybe step up his game and score a big goal at a big time against the Minnesota Wild? Who do you like?
You can pick anyone. I trust our group up front, and I trust our group on the back end. And I trust our team heading into this series.
That's not a good – okay. So you're not going to pick it. Let me ask you one question.
I think anybody can score.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't shoot the puck, and I scored 5 times this year. So you take anybody on our forwards. I think if they play the right way and you trust our system, I think we've proven over time and time again that we can wear teams down and we can get greasy goals that way. So I think anybody on those bottom six can contribute.
Fair question. And a better answer. Thanks, Troy.
Yep.
And next up, we have David Quadrelli from Canucks Army.
Hey, Troy. So Ollie Levy's looked more and more comfortable as camp's gone. He's paired up with you tonight. What did you think of his game tonight?
He played well. He plays hard. I think his footwork's gotten a little bit better from the first time I saw him. I think it was the year he was drafted. That was the year I signed as a free agent. We played in Penticton together. So just his game's progressing from that point, and he looked good today.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Ian McIntyre.
Hi, Troy. Was that primetime Markey tonight? Does he look like he's right on his game to you?
I think last game was probably primetime Markey. I was playing against him today, so we just got dominated, so I didn't really pay too much attention.
How he was. We thought he was your MVP. I think officially he did get that award for your team, so he's obviously going to be important to the playoffs. Do you think it's potentially an edge for your team, Markey versus people he might be playing against?
I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a team game, but I think when it comes down to the playoffs, like I've yet to have a taste, but just from you go back in history and you watch it, and goalies can steal a series, they can steal games in the regular season, and I know our group definitely has that belief in Markey that he can steal any game he wants. So definitely give us some encouragement heading into the series, having him in the back there.